Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're unpacking a fascinating topic that promises to make your prints pop and, perhaps even more importantly for your business, unlock significant growth: premium color printing.
And what's really fascinating here, I think, is how this goes beyond just adding, pretty colors to a page. We're really talking about tangible business benefits and opening up new creative frontiers specifically for printing businesses like yours.
Right. Our mission today is really to help you understand what premium color printing actually entails, why it's becoming such a game changer for print service providers, and crucially, how accessible it actually is with the right tools. Think of this deep dive as maybe a shortcut to mastering that elusive wow factor in print, which, as you say, can directly translate to higher value for your clients and ultimately more profit for your shop.
Exactly, that bottom line impact.
Okay, let's unpack this then. When we talk about premium color printing, what exactly are we defining here?
Simply put, it's any print that uses more inks or toners than the traditional CMYK: cyan, magenta, yellow, black.
Okay, so going beyond those four.
Precisely. It's about adding extra dimensions to your printed pieces, setting them apart in what can often be, let's face it, a very crowded market.
That makes sense. So for a printing business listening right now, someone looking to differentiate their offerings, how exactly do these premium colors translate into a tangible advantage? Why should they even consider investing in them?
First, and perhaps most obviously, they command attention.
Right. Stand out.
Exactly. You can add shimmering effects or ultra-vivid colors or even unique textures to make prints really pop in crowded mailboxes, on busy retail shelves, or within a critical branded materials.
Breaking through that noise sounds great, but is this really a necessary investment for, say, every client? Or are there specific niches where premium color truly shines?
That's a really good distinction. While it offers a general boost, it particularly excels where differentiation is key. Think high-end marketing collateral, luxury packaging, or maybe unique direct mail campaigns. It genuinely creates a wow factor.
A wow factor?
Yeah, making print more memorable through unique tactile and visual experiences. We also see it adding luxury and uniqueness. Clear inks, metallics like gold and silver, fluorescence, they truly elevate the feel of a print piece, giving it a high-end touch that, frankly, clients are often willing to pay a premium for.
Okay, so perceived value goes up.
Absolutely. And beyond just the look and feel, there's a practical side too, right? Like brand accuracy. Absolutely. This is where expanded gamut colors really come into play. They enable more brand accurate photorealistic results. This is crucial for clients who need their brand colors represented with absolute precision across all their materials. That specific shade of orange or blue.
Gotcha. Consistency is key there.
Totally. Plus, for creatives, premium colors genuinely push design boundaries. Designers can explore metallic accents, spot gloss effects, textured layers. They can use white ink on darker colored stocks, add vibrant neon effects that just aren't possible with standard CMYK. It's like giving them a whole new palette to work with.
It sounds like designers get to be true artists with these tools.
Yeah.
Are there any particular effects that really stand out in terms of creative impact? You mentioned a few.
Oh, definitely. We've seen incredible uses of white ink as an opaque layer on dark paper that just makes text or images leap off the page. It's really striking. Or subtle, clear varnishes that create patterns you only notice when the light hits them just right. Very sophisticated.
Oh, nice.
But there's also an often overlooked yet highly practical benefit: enhanced security.
Security. How so?
Yeah, using invisible red or clear toners, these can add security watermarks to prints, making unauthorized reproduction much harder. This is a real value add for clients concerned about counterfeiting or document integrity, like for things like event tickets, certificates, that kind of thing.
That's an unexpected benefit. How widely is that being adopted for security features? Is that common?
It's growing, definitely, especially in areas like ticketing, secured documents, and even some high-value packaging. It adds a layer of protection that's difficult to replicate easily. But here's where it gets really interesting for print businesses listening.
Okay.
It's not just about aesthetics or security, but about tangible business growth and profitability.
I'm intrigued. How does adding these specialty inks directly impact a print shop's bottom line? Let's talk numbers.
It's significant. A Key Point Intelligence survey showed that a striking 44% of U.S. and 38% of European print service providers actually plan to sell higher value specialty print at a higher price.
Wow, nearly half in the U.S.
Yeah, this isn't just a fleeting trend. It's a strategic move to move up the value chain to offer more premium services.
And Tactical Study reinforced this, finding that 54% of survey respondents added embellishment capabilities,
Yeah.
primarily to generate more profit. It's interesting that only 19% were driven by specific client demand,
Right.
which really tells you print businesses are proactively seeking this growth. They're seeing the opportunity before the client even asks.
Precisely. They're leading the conversation. And to put it into perspective, I spoke with a small commercial print shop recently. They were initially hesitant, fearing complexity, but after investing in a press with premium color capabilities and getting some training, they found they could charge 20 to 50% more for certain jobs.
Wow.
Like unique business cards or event invitations simply because of that wow factor we talked about.
That's a significant margin increase.
Yeah.
But is it easy to implement?
Well, that brings up a point. About a third of respondents did find designing for premium color printing somewhat difficult,
Okay.
especially smaller establishments that are already stretched thin, resource-wise. But the good news is tools exist to simplify this. The Fiery team, for example, is explicitly focused on helping businesses of all sizes get the most out of their presses, making file setup and output more intuitive and easy. It's about demystifying the process.
Right, making it accessible. Good. Premium colors fall into two main groups, and understanding the difference is key to leveraging them effectively in your printing business. This is where the technical aspects really starts to become clear.
Exactly. And what's fascinating here is how these two groups function differently, especially on a digital front end, or DFE, like a Fiery server. The first group is specialty colors. These are non-profiled and always treated as spot colors. Their primary purpose is pure embellishment, adding that extra visual or tactile pop.
Okay, non-profiled. Embellishment. So what are the most common ones that print shops are seeing demand for right now?
Certainly. Examples include white, which is by far the most commonly supported, along with clear gold, silver. Also low gloss, clear or textured effects, invisible red for security, and fluorescent yellow for that real pop. The sources show that white, clear, and metallics are consistently the most popular in the industry, especially for packaging and labels. Big markets there.
And how do you handle those on the software side, like on the Fiery?
Right. On the Fiery server, these are typically configured in the Specialty Color tab within the job properties. This helps keep them distinct from your main CMYK layers. It treats them as separate entities.
Gotcha. Keeps it organized. That makes sense for pure embellishment. But what about getting more colors into the mix overall, beyond just the wow effects? Is there another category?
There absolutely is. The second group is expanded gamut, or CMYK plus colors.
CMYK plus.
Yeah. Unlike specialty colors, these are profiled colors. They're treated much like cyan, magenta, yellow, and black themselves. They effectively widen the overall color gamut of a press, allowing for a much broader spectrum of colors to be printed more accurately, which is especially powerful for images and achieving those precise brand colors we mentioned earlier.
Okay, so these are different. They're actually part of the color calculation. How do they achieve that broader range? Are they just incredibly vibrant versions of CMYK?
Not quite. They're additional inks or toners that fill the gaps in the traditional CMYK color space. Think of it as adding more primary colors to the mix. Examples include things like neon yellow, pink, orange, green, blue, and violet.
Pink seems to be a big one.
Pink in particular is highlighted as a very popular expanded gamut color right now, especially for fashion or cosmetic brands, anything targeting certain demographics.
And where do you configure these on the Fiery if they're treated like CMYK?
Good question. These are configured in the main color tab in job properties right alongside CMYK because they are integrated directly into the press's color profile and contribute to the overall color reproduction.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And you mentioned profiling for expanded gamut. That sounds like a critical step. Why is it such a big deal for a print shop? What happens if you don't profile correctly?
Oh, it really is crucial. If we connect this to the bigger picture, think of a profile as the precise blueprint for how color is interpreted and reproduced on a specific press on a specific paper. Without proper profiling, expanded gamut colors can be misinterpreted by the system, leading to inconsistent or inaccurate results, especially when moving between different substrates like coated versus uncoated paper or even different presses. It can be a real headache trying to match things up.
So it's about consistency and getting the color right every time, which I imagine saves a lot of time and
Loop material, absolutely, precisely. Proper profiling enables digital front ends to match spot colors, like specific Pantone colors, with much greater precision. This results in tighter delta E tolerances. Remember, delta E is that quality score for color matching.
right, lower is better.
Exactly. A tiny delta E number means the color match is virtually indistinguishable to the human eye, ensuring your client's brand looks perfect every single time.
And that builds trust, I bet.
Definitely. This also dramatically increases efficiency because operators spend significantly less time on manual adjustments or rerunning jobs due to color mismatches. It takes the guesswork out of hitting client expectations.
So for a print shop, that means less waste, faster turnaround.
And happier clients. It's a win-win-win.
Okay, now that we know what they are and why they matter, how do you actually set up files to use these premium colors in your printing workflow? Because that's where the rubber meets the road for a print business, right? Getting the file ready.
Right. There are two main ways to approach this. One is to include name spot colors directly in your design file. So using applications like Adobe Illustrator or InDesign, this offers full creative control, and it's ideal for knowledgeable designers who are accustomed to working with these specific layers for specialty effects.
Okay, the designer does the work up front.
Exactly. The Fiery server will then recognize these name spot colors, names like white, clear, silver, and print them exactly as intended by the designer.
And what if a small print shop gets a client file that doesn't have these layers preset? Or maybe they're just starting out and don't have that deep design expertise in-house yet. Is there an easier path?
Absolutely, and this is often the key for broader adoption. The other way, and often the easiest option for many print shops, is to use tools directly on the Fiery server itself to enhance the files.
Enhance at the server stage.
Precisely. No advanced design expertise is required for this. You can add basic enhancements right at the DFE without disturbing your original design workflow. For instance, you could take a standard CMYK PDF and right there at the server, maybe add a clear gloss layer over an image or add a metallic overlay to some text.
And that sounds like a great upsell opportunity too.
It's a fantastic upsell opportunity for printing businesses because clients can often visually see the enhancement applied directly to their print preview before committing, which often seals the deal. They see the value immediately.
It's a huge benefit. Let's dive into some specific examples that really bring this to life for our listeners. How about clear effects?
Okay, clear effects. We saw examples where designers can create layers for clear patterns, like a subtle floral design sandwiched between an image and text, adding a sophisticated, almost watermark-like effect. Really subtle but high-end. Or, even easier, using the Fiery Image Enhance visual editor, you can automatically add a clear texture.
Automate.
Yeah, like an emboss effect or an overlay pattern to specific elements such as, say, a handbag image in a catalog. And this is then visible in Fiery Image Viewer, which lets you preview the ripped file, that's the file process for printing, and you can isolate individual separations to ensure the clear layer is precisely where you want it.
That preview of the ripped file sounds crucial. See it before you print it.
Indispensable. It avoids costly mistakes.
Okay, clear effects are cool. What about white ink? You mentioned that's really popular.
Yes, white ink magic, as some call it. White is incredibly versatile. Printing white on dark media, like black or deep blue paper, creates a stunning, dramatic effect that truly pops.
Yeah, I can picture that. Like a night sky effect.
Exactly. Imagine a deep blue business card with crisp white text. It just leaps out. But it can also serve a purely functional purpose. You can use white to back up barcodes on dark or clear media, ensuring they're scannable. That's a critical detail for packaging and labels. Without the white, the scanner might not read it.
Practical application. Good point. And for transparent materials like decals or window clings, how does white help there?
For those, you can flood the page with white ink first, and then print your CMYK colors over it. This creates a diffusion layer, basically making the elements much more legible on the transparent material by preventing light from passing straight through, which can wash out the colors. Makes a big difference in legibility, especially from a distance.
Smart. Okay, moving on to metallic accents, like gold and silver. How are these typically used, and what kind of impact do they have? They sound inherently premium.
They definitely convey that premium feel. Gold and silver can be used alone or even blended for impressive effects. A really common application is for business cards printed on black paper using both gold and white ink.
Okay.
And our sources showed a neat scenario where maybe a golden spot color, even if it was imperfectly defined by a customer in their design file.
Happens all the time, I bet.
Oh yeah, but it could be perfected in Fiery Spot Pro by adding just a hint of yellow, kind of a cheat code, if you will, and then applying white as an underlay beneath the gold.
An underlay. Why the white under the gold?
Great question. That white underlay does two things. First, it makes the metallic toner more sparkly and impactful, especially on dark paper, compared to just putting metallic straight onto the dark stock.
Ah, gives it more pop.
Exactly. And second, this white underlay also preserves the fidelity of any CMYK content printed nearby, or even on top of the white, ensuring brand colors remain accurate even on colored media.
So the white underlay boosts the metallic effect and ensures color accuracy. That's clever.
It absolutely is. It's a great technique. Plus, even photographs can get a touch of glimmer. Using Fiery Image Enhance Visual Editor, you can add silver or gold layers to photos, all without altering the original design file.
Wow.
Yeah, fantastic for adding a premium feel to photo-heavy collateral like brochures or lookbooks. Imagine a subtle gold sheen on jewelry in a catalog photo.
Very nice. And finally, let's talk about expanded gamut in photos and spot colors. How do those CMYK plus colors, like the pink you mentioned, impact imagery? And what about those crucial spot color matches?
Right. So using CMYK plus colors like fluorescent pink can significantly enhance photos. It makes colors more vivid, skin tones can look brighter and smoother.
Smoother skin tones. How does that work?
It's about adding subtle warmth or vibrancy in the right places, often managed by the color profile. This enhancement can happen even if you didn't touch the design file yourself. The Fiery server handles it automatically based on the correct output profile for that CMYK plus press.
Okay, so the profile's doing the heavy lifting there.
It is. And for spot color accuracy, expanded gamut can bring many previously out-of-gamut spot colors, colors that standard CMYK just couldn't hit accurately back into gamut or significantly closer. This offers a much greener light for accuracy when you check it in Fiery Spot Pro, as shown by those lower delta E values. This is huge for meeting strict brand guidelines.
So brands that were impossible to match before might now be possible.
Or at least much, much closer. It really expands your capabilities for satisfying picky clients.
And what about how these expanded gamut colors are integrated into images? Does a print operator need to manually adjust them within a photo, like adding pink to just one area?
Not typically, no. The Fiery server, again, driven by the output profile, can automatically blend these expanded gamut colors into images and spot colors where appropriate. For example, it might automatically add a touch of pink to a woman's shirt or lips, or even subtly to skin and hair to make them pop, but it does so while carefully preserving neutral tones like grays and whites.
So it's smart blending, not just a global pint.
Exactly. It's a smooth, calculated integration to achieve accurate and visually appealing results without requiring manual intervention in the design file.
So that tool you mentioned, Image Viewer, where you can see the separations of the ripped file, that sounds indispensable for checking all this before you even hit print. It must save print shops a ton of wasted material and time.
It truly is. It allows you to check every single layer CMYK plus all your specialty colors like white or clear and any expanded gamut channels. You can isolate a clear layer, confirm the white underlay is in place, or verify exactly where that neon pink is hitting in the image. It's like a final quality control checkpoint before costly errors occur on press.
Okay, so beyond the core printing itself, what other tools help businesses maximize their premium color investment and streamline their workflows? Because for a print shop, efficiency is just as important as impact.
That's a vital point. If we connect this to the bigger picture, the Fiery ecosystem provides a whole suite of tools designed to support the entire workflow, not just the printing part. Fiery Spot Pro is an essential tool, often included with premium color servers. We mentioned it for tweaking colors.
Right.
But it also lets you optimize your expanded gamut spot colors using a spectrophotometer for the absolute best press performance. And crucially, you can create custom spot color blends.
Blends, like mixing Pantone with silver.
Exactly. Imagine offering a client a shimmering version of their brand color. Spot Pro lets you define and save those recipes. You can also generate swatch books right from Spot Pro, complete with delta E values printed on them, to show clients precise color accuracy up front. And you can refine spot color appearance with variations. It's a powerful tool for consistency and building client trust.
How does that translate to saving time or reducing material waste for a busy print shop?
It significantly reduces the trial and error often associated with hitting custom or challenging colors. Instead of printing multiple proofs, tweaking printing again, you're hitting the mark much faster.
Makes sense. What about costing these jobs? extra inks must mean extra cost.
Absolutely critical point. That's where Fiery Smart Estimator comes in. This is an app built right into Fiery Command Workstation. It estimates the toner or ink cost for a ripped job before printing a single page. This is vital for correctly pricing jobs with additional inks or toners, which aren't usually covered by traditional click charges.
So you know your real cost before you quote.
Precisely. It's especially helpful for expanded gamut colors, as it can even show you the cost difference between applying a color, say pink, across the whole file versus applying it only to specific spot colors. It's a game changer for profitability.
That is a huge benefit for managing profitability. Okay, what about variable data printing? Personalization is such a big trend, and adding premium colors could really make those pieces stand out.
You bet. For variable data printing, or VDP, there's Fiery Freeform Create. It's actually a free application for creating VDP files.
Free. Nice.
Yeah. And it can easily incorporate specialty or expanded gamut colors for personalized, attention-grabbing pieces. You can upload something like an Adobe Swatch Exchange, ASC file that contains your named specialty colors, and then apply those colors to variable text fields or even variable barcodes. It's designed for ease of use, meaning a print shop can offer truly customized, impactful mailers or invitations without needing complex, expensive VDP software.
That lowers the barrier to entry for high-impact VDP. And for those businesses using offline embellishment devices, like maybe a separate spot UV coder, do these tools integrate with that workflow too?
Yes, they do. Fiery tools also help with offline embellishments using JobFlow and Impose. These tools can prep files for external finishing devices like, say, a Duplo or MGI Spot UV coder. With basically one click in a tool like JobFlow, you can automate a workflow that imposes the job correctly, adds barcodes for registration on the finishing device, sends the CMYK file to the press, and sends the separate Spot UV file, maybe just the clear layer, to the finishing device. It streamlines what can be incredibly complex workflows and eliminates manual steps, making it much more efficient to offer a full range of embellishments.
Wow, connecting the whole process. It sounds like there's a whole world of resources for continuous learning and support out there for printing businesses wanting to dive deeper into all this.
Absolutely. You can talk to Fiery partners, the companies that sell the presses. They not only offer the hardware, but also provide educational programs and training. Tactful was highlighted as a great resource specifically for education on digital embellishment, but also business development and creating marketing plans around these new services. You also have specialized companies like ColorLogic and Touch7, which develop specific metallic color matching systems and neon color systems. They offer repeatable palettes and visual effects like watermarks, kind of prepackaged solutions.
Okay.
And perhaps most exciting for many, the Fiery Learning Platform. This is a free, on-demand resource, and the sources mentioned new premium color printing materials are coming soon to that platform. So, continuous learning is readily available.
Lots of support out there. Okay, let's try and synthesize this. What does this all mean for you, the print shop owner listening, or maybe the production manager, or just the curious mind eager to push the boundaries of print? What's the bottom line here?
Well, I think we've clearly seen how premium color printing is a genuinely powerful tool for business growth. It offers capabilities to create stunning, secure, and importantly, profitable prints that truly differentiate your services in a competitive market. It allows you to move beyond just transactional printing, just putting ink on paper, to offering truly value-added services that clients will pay more for.
And a crucial point is that while Fiery tools make it incredibly easy to use these colors, your press must be specifically designed to support these additional colors. It's not just a software upgrade on a standard CMYK press, right? Your hardware needs the capability of the extra stations to actually house and manage those extra inks or toners.
That's absolutely fundamental. You need the right engine. But the good news, as we discussed, is you don't necessarily need advanced design expertise in-house to get started. The Fiery server tools can enhance files for you, which is a big relief for smaller shops or those just dipping their toes in. But for ultimate creative control, defining those named spot colors in your design application is always an option for those who want it.
Right. And we also learned that while layering in the design file helps define placement, it's the name spot color itself, that specific name like white or gold, that truly guides the process for specialty colors on the Fiery. And that little cheat code you mentioned, the white underlay for gold, that seems like a real game changer for getting extra sparkle and maintaining color fidelity, especially on colored media.
It really is a fantastic tip for maximizing impact. And also the power of expanded gamut colors, like that fluorescent pink example, to enhance things like skin tones. Even in AI-generated photos, that's quite remarkable. And it's all blended smoothly and automatically by the output profile to achieve stunning results without messing up other parts of the image.
So whether you're maybe looking to invest in a new press with these premium color capabilities, or perhaps you already have one and want to maximize its potential, the possibilities with premium color printing are truly endless for your printing business to stand out and thrive. You've now had a deep dive into the world of premium color printing, covering everything from the stunning visual effects to the very real, tangible business growth it can unlock. The tools are there, as we've heard, to simplify the complexity and really unlock new levels of creativity and profitability for your shop.
Which really raises an important question for everyone listening. How will you use this insight? How will you leverage these capabilities to make your next print piece not just good, but truly unforgettable for your clients?
We hope this deep dive has sparked some ideas and given you the inspiration to explore how premium colors can transform your projects, captivate your audience, and ultimately grow your business. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.